Let's unbox a giant box of robotic components together. I'm working on two robots, Fluffy. Imagine he's furry, he will react to touches, and a garden robot who doesn't have a name yet, but here's some concept design. Now let's look at what I've got. I already opened this first box. It had two Arduino Nano. These are basically microcontrollers that I will use for Fluffy. This is what they look like, and I already hooked it up to a touch sensor and it works. Speaking of touch sensors, I got a bunch of them. I'm gonna put them all over Fluffy's body so he knows when I touch him. I also got this conductive tape. In theory, I can put it across his whole body. Whole body will become sensitive. No idea if it's gonna work. I'm kind of new to the field, so we'll find out together. The next thing I got is a hot glue gun. I needed to attach components and avoid messy builds I had before. Then I got some fake moss and fake succulents for the garden robot's hat. Audio to wires cable for speakers. Microphone sensor modules. This teeny tiny thing on it is an actual microphone. These are motors for garden robot's wheels. Tiny OLED screen. Little vibration motors for imitating purring for Fluffy. Another OLED screen. ESP32 for controlling these motors. Resistors to control electrical current. Probably enough for my whole life. A bunch of screws. Not sure I'll need them since I got a hot glue gun, but we'll see. Micro SD cards for MP3 player modules. MP3 player modules. Mini breadboards I can solder stuff to if I need to share a connection. Little adhesive dots for attaching fur to Fluffy. And acrylic copper paint to paint some details of the garden bot. I also got a bunch of filaments for a 3D printer, but the 3D printer is still in the way. We have some basic pink, not for Fluffy and not for garden robot, I guess for some future robot. Classic basic white. More thermo-resistant green. I'll fully open it when I have a printer. And some silk blue for nicer looking parts. I'll reuse some of my existing components such as Raspberry Pi, and there are 5 more things arriving tomorrow. Fur fabric for Fluffy and a bunch of stuff for the garden robot. Amplifier for speakers, otherwise the volume will be too low. Tiny servos like little motors for his arms. Ball bearing rollers so he can move more smoothly. And transparent sphere for his hat. Follow if you want to see these two robots come to life.